Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Right, following straight after recording the video for the engine problem, which links will be in the description below of this video, and on the other video will be links for this video as the videos are released. So anyway, the problem today on this car, if you have seen the other video, is that we were left with a ABS fault, and probably it's going to be something simple, but I decided just to record it just so as a follow-up from the other video. So I'm going to start the car and you're going to see the airbag. Oh, so there we go. So ABS light is on, stabilization control error, and if I drive the car, eventually the steering light, which comes on as red when you turn the ignition on, so there you go. So the steering light eventually will come on yellow color and will stay on for the remaining of the driving. On the ECU, let me just put this on. On the ABS module, we do have that fault, which I've showed you already on the other video. Anyway, so this is the fault. This is a 00287. I don't know if there's any. And there we go. So yeah, there's not a lot of information here, or nothing that really is needed, sort of. What we're going to do quickly is I'm going to go actually start this thing. Okay, and now we're going to go to live data. It's going to go look for the rear right, advanced measure. Obviously, this fault, I haven't seen the fault as I was doing the other video. I've only seen the fault when I went for a drive at the end. Well, it's all explained on the other video. Anyway, so rear right. So that's the one we're looking for. Okay, I'm gonna actually perhaps graphic this one. Will be easier like that. So let's just gonna go on reverse. Can I go reverse? Yes, I can. Yeah, there is also an issue with the parking system, which we'll see next. Okay, so you have seen we had readings on every single one of them except that one. Let me go a little bit further back if I can. I might have to go back and watch this video. As you can see, you get nothing from that one. Actually, just to make sure, I will do this. So there we go. So you can compare the rear left with the rear right. That's even better. I could probably merge them. So there we go. I'll take that off and we'll set that. No, it doesn't really matter. So let's gonna see that. So you should have a green trace and a blue trace. I'm gonna go forward now. As you can see, we have a green trace, a blue trace, sorry, which is the left, and nothing on the right. I'm hoping it's going to be as simple as a sensor. I really hope it is, but you never know. You never know. Okay, wheel is out and sensor unplugged. Sensor itself looks okay-ish, but that doesn't mean nothing. And here we do have a clean plug, which to me indicates that water has not been getting in. I also got this garment out, pull it back to see the wires inside. Everything looks okay. So at this point, I'm starting to be inclined that we have a sensor problem. Could have, and this is a little bit of a thingy as well, could have, as it says, I think it says on the tool, and there is, so it actually says mechanical malfunction. So obviously now the code is also a electrical error, which to me indicates two things. Obviously the plug is disconnected, which means two things: that electrically it should be everything okay, otherwise the car wouldn't see, or the ABS unit wouldn't be able to see this difference encoding in the code, so you wouldn't throw another code for electrical fault. So now we actually sees that it's not even seeing the ABS sensor anymore. But this mechanical malfunction to me indicates as well that could we have a problem with the relector ring or the pairing. I don't know if that's part of the bearing or whatever. So I think what we're gonna do next, guys, is gonna be let me see what we're gonna do next. Okay, and I'm not very pleased with what I've seen when I got the sensor out. Look at this. There's bits coming out. Look. It doesn't sound very, look at that. It doesn't look very good, does it? And you can see in there that looks like something has been touching there. So do we actually have a different failure? That's not just the sensor. I think I'm gonna have to try to do something else. Okay, and first thing I've done was, as you can see here, was put my camera through the hole on the sensor, and look at that reluctor ring. Really dirty, and well, it's actually not a reluctor ring, it's one of those magnetic sort of discs, but you can see all the crap built on top of it. Looks really bad. Here I was turning it around to see if I would see any breaks, but with all the crap on top it was a little bit difficult to see anything. So I put the compressor through that hole and I gave a couple turns, and then I put the camera a second time, and as you're gonna see here, after blowing that with the compressor, it's pretty much the same, to be fair with you. So that gunk was extremely stuck on there. As you can see, there's little to no difference, everything looks the same. So what I decided to do was I made a little scraper with a piece of plastic, and I've cleaned it with that, and then the last time after scraping it, as you can see, it looks slightly different now. But as you can see on the right hand side of the disc, can you see all that grease? So it looks to me like the bearing is sort of leaking grease, kind of. So I'm gonna advise the guy that he might gonna have to change that bearing, because that's how all that stuff got stuck in there, is that grease get on it, and then obviously dirt sticks to the grease. So it really looks to me like it needs a new bearing, but I can only advise to do the bearing if he wants in the future. Okay, and now let me show you this. See the readings on the last. Okay, so what I've done is I removed the sensor from the other side and I put it in there. That sensor doesn't fit because they are left and right, but for test purpose that's more than enough. So we now are 100% sure our problem is the sensor. We're going to get another sensor and hopefully that will be a fix. Okay, and 27 pounds and 71 pence later we have a new sensor. Right, too bad for Volkswagen. The guy was actually happy to buy a original sensor. I rang Volkswagen and they don't keep them in stock. 3 days to get a new sensor, which obviously the guy, I rang back the guy said no, just get me an aftermarket. Then obviously I gave him the ins and outs with aftermarket stuff, but hopefully this will work and will be okay. So Volkswagen just lost £109, I think was the price for the new one. That's how much they lost today because they don't keep things in stock. Right, so let's gonna fit this and see if that fixes our problem. Sensor in place. Let's just gonna do a quick check before we put everything back on. So the last one, there we go. Reading absolutely perfect. And now yes, we're gonna put everything back on. and go for a test drive and hopefully wrap up this video. Okay, and now we are going to clear these codes. Okay, code's clear. It's going to come out of this. There we go. And now let's go on a cyclic ignition. Start this thing and go for a test drive. Okay, drove for a couple of minutes, driving absolutely fine, and I came with the bonnet open, not fully closed. Just came at the end of the road anyway, so he's driving fine. Last time he came on as soon as I left home, so he's good. So this problem is fixed. Now we have one problem left, which is with that, and that is also, if I'm not wrong, is also having obviously impacts on this because it's not working, and also it's going to be interesting because there is a fault for one sensor, if I recall correctly, but there is something else. Actually, I will quickly show you what we do have on here, which is going to be, is it going to be that one? Let me see if it's that. I'm not sure if this is actually for the parking assistance or for the sensors. Yeah, oh, so there you go. So this is actually the sensors. So look at that. So I'm not sure about that second code. No, sorry, for the first code. We'll have to have a look at that. So with no further ado for this video, I usually don't record this kind of stuff, was really basic stuff, just a sensor, but I thought as a follow-up from the main video on this car would be interesting to show you. And that's it, guys. In the end, just a sensor, nice and easy. But that's it. So with no further ado, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope there's some information here you can find useful. If you do still have any questions, any comments, you know exactly how it works, just put them below. And like always, thanks for watching.